Hello, hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your July reading. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have been doing well in June. Let me know how that was in the comment section below. Also, these readings can range from anything from friendship to family, to money, to job situation, to love, just whatever the cards decide that we need to know. So we are going to start with a few different oracle decks and then move on to tarot after that. Let's see what we have. Restore and replenish. Alright. That is interesting. Now, I know for a fact with these readings that what the oracle cards mean can change a little bit depending on what other cards we get, because you read as a collective. But with that being said, otherwise it's pretty straightforward. Depending on what else we are getting, it could be that you have been restoring in June and are now moving on to something else in July, something more fast-paced, or the other way around, that you have been busy and are now called to restore and replenish your energy and get yourself in line with yourself again. So, woo, Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So it could be you're going to someone's birthday, or maybe you are celebrating something in July. It could also be not a physical gift, it could be more like a spiritual or a mental gift of guidance or learning or something else. And then we got fair woman. Dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. Alright, so let me know what that means. It could be a mother, a sister, a friend, a colleague, an aunt, a great-grandma. All depending. Maybe she has something to do with that gift. Chain of events that will affect your life. Whew, that's a big card to be getting, you guys. That is one of those cards that signifies that July is gonna bring something pretty major with it for you. That's interesting. Alright. Could have something to do with this woman we're talking about. I did feel like for some of you this is your mother. So life-changing events, the chain is a very neutral card in my opinion. It can be both good and it can be one of those life lessons moments. All depending on everything. Sing. Alright. So what that card tells me is that throughout July, expressing yourself vocally is going to be of essence for you in order to restore or move from where you were, depending on the nature of that. So sing can be, of course, literal singing. It can be very much therapeutic to sing for yourself with a hairbrush and put on some music and go bananas in your living room. Reminds me of that clip. Oh, where's that from again? With the lady in the button-down shirt and socks and a hairbrush. You'll let me know in the comment section below. But very much that, you know, it like a very therapeutic, just being silly for the sake of being silly and dancing and singing and, you know, this kind of stuff. But it can also mean in terms of, you know, just in general expressing yourself vocally. So it can also be that there's someone, whoops, save that. That there's someone you need to be talking to, having a lengthy conversations where you will probably do most of the talking. Alrighty. This is an interesting combination of cards. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a few more cards in a little bit. So let's just start from here. So we have the Five of Swords here as the first card we got, and that signifies to me that some of you will be needing to focus on yourself in July, and specifically your own self-confidence. I feel like some of you are being very, very hard on yourself, and it is a natural thing, especially since most of us has been cooped up for quite a while now, and of course it tears at your mental health, it tears on you as a person. So working on your self-confidence, doing these things like singing is something like, even though you're a horrible singer, as I am, singing for yourself and just, you know, dancing around being silly, it can be very therapeutic. But what I was saying before with the Mother might ring a little bit again here. We have the Empress, and I feel like that has something to do with the diamond, the gift that you will either be getting or receiving. It has something to do with a mother or a motherly figure. So it can also be the mother of the friend group, or like your actual mother or your grandma, some sort, like whoever is a mother figure to you. Has something to do with this. And also we have the Six of Cups, so bringing back some nostalgia, maybe doing something with your family in July, something you used to do, maybe you don't do it anymore, would be very, very good for you. And then we have the Three of Wands to talk a little bit about something else. The Three of Wands signifies that you're waiting for your opportunity to harvest what you have been growing, and that is more of like a business related kind of deal. So if you have been out of work, like you're patiently waiting to get back to work, and that is probably going to last through most of June as well. We do have the Nine of Pentacles here as well, which signifies that you will be going through some sort of spiritual growth in July, which is always a wonderful thing to be going through. We love to see it. And that studying runes just came to mind for me a little bit, so that might be something you want to look into in July. That could potentially help you in the future. Also, with the Six of Cups, there might be someone coming back into your life again. It could be this mother figure that that you will be having to deal with throughout July. And then, of course, I haven't talked about it yet, but we have the Sun here, which talks about happiness and success stories and all this excitement and, you know, gratefulness and just in general wonderful things. So that's an exciting card to get in this thing. The Five of Swords also talk about conflict, so it could be that this person we are talking about, whoever it is, could also be someone you need to be talking something out with. That was really hard for me to say for some reason. Maybe a past conflict that has been brewing that you guys need to set aside your differences, or at the very least talk it out. The Empress also signifies creativity and nurturing what you're doing, your hobbies and this kind of stuff. So that might be also something you want to do in July. But specifically this thing about being vocal, if you have been cooped up in that you have something on your mind you need to tell someone, July will be a good time for you to do that. Because I don't see, at least not yet, I don't see anywhere that this will have a negative outcome. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Devil. Alright, so the Devil here kind of signifies to me again that this person might be someone you have had differences with in the past. Maybe it could even be someone you are no longer talking to, that you need to, you need to find your inner strength to approach this person and talk out what needs to be talked out, because I feel like this person is major in your life from here on out. So, and the reason I bring up that you are the one who needs to approach this contact, they're not going to be coming to you, is that we have the Seven of Wands here and also the Ace of Cups. So the Seven of Wands signifies that personal growth will be happening, and it's also accountability and taking responsibility for your own life, taking your life into your own hands is what comes to mind. And apart from that, it is about self-expression and making you allow yourself to be vulnerable. And again, I feel like that will tie in with this person. We have Ace of Cups here as well. And Ace of Cups signifies new or rekindled connections. It also signifies romance. But I feel like for the most of you, this is not a romance spread. This is about a family member or a friend that is going to be coming back into your life in July. Now, what also just came to mind is that the Devil could signify that this person does not necessarily need to be a person that you need to have in your life long term. It could be, but that highly depends on how we interpret the Devil, because the Devil could also be that this person will be here to teach you some sort of life lessons. Again, a chain of events that will affect your life. This might be this person, good or bad, but it will affect your life regardless. And that is really what I feel like this is largely about. Now, for a job perspective, to bring us back to that, I feel like this is not a month where you should be focusing too much on your job and your career. This is really about building yourself and building yourself back up from what you have had. So again, this restore and replenish kind of thing also could be talking about that you need to restore and replenish whatever relationship that is broken here. And that also ties in with you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. That precious gift could be the family bond back, it could be the friendship back, it could be the partner back. Whatever it is, something you have lost will be coming back to you in July. And that alone is pretty beautiful and pretty amazing if you ask me. Now, I think that's all I really have for this reading for you guys, Sagittarius. So if you want to know more about this, I'm more than happy to do a private reading for you. You can find all information about that in the description box below. And apart from that, let me know what you thought about all this in the comment sections. And if you haven't already, please feel free to join my little family right here. We would very much love to have you. Apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!